Music is part of our world. It's all around us. We hear it at work, in restaurants, at shopping malls, and in many other places as we go about our daily lives. Most of us don't spend much time thinking about where these tunes come from. But the fact is that music only exists because there are hard-working musicians pouring their hearts and souls into turning notes into moods and emotions that color our lives. These people are all trying to make a living doing what they love. So how do music notes get turned into banknotes to keep our music creators hard at work? Well, in a few ways. We all know about paying for music when we buy it in stores or online. We all do it when we buy tickets to see a musician perform live. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's actually a vast world out there where this music is utilized, and musicians are entitled to be paid every time their music is used. That's where SAMRO comes in. What's SAMRO, I hear you say? Glad you asked. SAMRO is what's called a collective management organization. That sounds complicated, but it just means that SAMRO collects money for songwriters, composers, and music publishers. It all started a long time ago, when laws were passed that gave music creators rights over their music, which entitles them to royalties every time their music is used. Think about it. When music is used out there, it's fair that whoever created that music should be paid, right? Well, musicians can't rush around asking everyone to pay every time a song is played. If they did that, there would be no time for making music. That's why they come to SAMRO to do this job for them through what is known as music licenses. Long story short, SAMRO collects music license fees from a multitude of different establishments, known as music users, and we distribute this money to music creators in the form of royalties. We're not the only ones. There are many of this type of organization globally. SAMRO is part of CSAC, a global governing body of collective management organizations. We are the South African members of an international network of organizations that work on behalf of musicians around the world. Which means that if it's reached your ears in South Africa, there's a 99% chance that SAMRO plays a part in licensing that tune. We issue licenses to a huge number of different types of music users, from broadcasters such as TV and radio stations to online music services, to establishments like clubs, pubs, banks, businesses and shopping malls. Even government establishments like prisons need to license the music that is played within their walls. Playback time is payback time. So how does it all work? Well, let's say you're running a restaurant and playing music to add to the atmosphere of your establishment. First, a SAMRO consultant visits your business to check out how music is being used in your establishment. There isn't a flat rate for every different type of business. We have a formula that is used to calculate the tariff that is fair for you. From this, we work out how much you need to pay. Then we draw up an agreement between you and SAMRO so everyone knows where they stand. Now you might be wondering, what happens to your money when it is paid to SAMRO? All the money collected by SAMRO goes into an account where it is kept for our members, and we pay out these funds to our members in the form of regular royalty distributions, which means musicians can keep the lights on and keep doing what they do best, creating the soundtrack to our lives and our businesses. So there you have it. On the one hand, you've got hard-working musicians spending countless hours at their instruments, writing the music that colors our lives. On the other hand, you've got thousands of different types of music users paying music license fees to use this music to add value to their operations, with SAMRO in the middle, making it all happen. It's one big happy circle where everybody wins.